If you're a community organization and you're having challenges getting people into your program or engage in the community, try this one tactic. Stay tuned. Welcome to London, England. Hello, it's Colin McLean of KeepMovingForward.ca. Whether you're an individual and you're striving, to reach your full potential, or you're an organization and you want to foster a stronger sense of community, you're in the right place. In today's episode, we're talking about this tactic that I've used, and it was proved to be successful over the years when I first started working in community development and community building. And let me take you back about 25 plus years. When I first started, we had this program and we weren't getting people engaged and people weren't coming to our program. It was stressful because we had the funding to do the program, but no one was walking through our doors. And using this one tactic, we were able to pivot from failure to success in engaging the community. Here's what the tactic is. The tactic I like to call is boots on the ground. What I mean by that is you have to be physically in the environment that you're looking to serve. I've seen many organizations in the past or worked for them where they want to do community work, but there's a bit of a disconnect. They're not in the community, seeing what's around, not interacting with the people. So on this episode, we're going to explore how to get your boots on the ground and what to look out for. Now remember, sitting there and the stress was on, whereby my job was to promote the program, but no one was coming through the doors. But when I started walking through the community with boots on the ground, that's a tactic, going through, talking to people, understanding where they're coming from, I identified many things. First, I identified that the language was an issue. There wasn't just English or French, it was multiple languages. So what do? We translated all of our material into the designated languages in the community. We got better response. Boots on the ground also enabled us to identify that transportation was an issue. Where we were located, people couldn't get there because of multiple transit issues. What do? We found out where people are located. And many people would congregate in places of worship. What do? Go to the places of worship, and we started holding workshops, seminars, and stuff like that. And then we got their trust. People were able to sign up, and they came through our community. So we changed and we pivoted from no one being engaged, no one coming to us, to people actually coming to us. So boots on the ground. I'm here in London, England, and it's quite different from where I am in Canada. What I've noticed here, this neighborhood that I'm staying at, this Airbnb, is it's very multicultural. It's really beautiful. What I love about it is a mix of people. It's a cornucopia of different races, all intermingling. I like that there's many restaurants of different ethnic foods. There's bars, there's coffee shops. There's different stores, and I can see it really works well. If you can take a look outside, you'll see that there's actually a garden in this where I'm staying. It's a community garden, and what I love about community gardens is this is a place where people can come together, grow together, and I find when you're able to plant and grow as a community, the community thrives. Now, with the price of groceries nowadays, who can blame anyone who wants to have their own garden? And I really like that. I find it's a good way of bringing community together when you plant together. I've also noticed that within London, England, traffic and the population is very dense. Real estate's at a all-time high, and it's hard to get a hold of. So I've noticed that things are much smaller than what we have here in Canada. And what I like about it is things are, even though they're small, they're positioned and they're able to work with what they have. For instance, I've noticed there's a lot of people having bicycles, people jogging, walking, taking public transit, and I've noticed there's a lot of motorcycles and Vespas and scooters going in and out of the city. Why? Because the streets are a little bit narrow and it's more, I guess, accessible or easier to get around when you have a smaller form of transportation. So those are the kind of things you want to look at when you're looking at building a community. Does it have proper infrastructure? How will you navigate yourself? These are just some things to consider. So when you're doing boots on the ground, you gotta get out there, talk to people, get out there and see what's going on and listen to what people are saying. Once you do that, you'll be successful. As I always say, keeping forward and looking upwards. Take care.